welcome, my friend. Welcome to the show, Safe Starch Foods, God's comforting way to feel full. If you're worried that eating potatoes and rice and bread will cause you to gain weight, this episode is for you. I'm talking about safe carbohydrates with the resistant starch that act like fiber. It supports your healthy gut, blood sugar control, and weight management. God provided carbs to nourish, to comfort, and to help you feel full without the guilt. Not all carbs are created equal, and some, like the resistant starches, support weight loss, gut health, and fullness. Now, these are whole food starches that you may eat occasionally or you shy away altogether, but these are resistant starches that are whole foods and they don't spike your blood sugar. They feed your good gut bacteria and help you to feel full, not fearful. So today I'm sharing safe starchy foods, how to eat them, and why they're part of God's provision for fullness, energy, and good mood. Safe starches is just a gentle term that I use for whole food carbohydrates with the secret of how to cook these foods and how to eat them in order to achieve a healthy body and weight. And basically, they are lentils, beans, oats, potatoes, brown rice, green bananas, or another word for them is plantain. As exciting as it is to start enjoying carbs again, fresh fruits and vegetables are still at the top of the list. You want to make sure you're getting plenty of fruits and vegetables because it's essential for your healthy weight and whole body healing. So while we're focusing on resistant starches, we do not want to forget the fruits and veggies. The melons, the berries, the citrus fruits, the peaches, the plums. Oh, and the leafy greens, right? The broccoli, the cauliflower. We cannot miss out on these because of the rich antioxidants, fiber, and just the variety that comes with it. So while we're welcoming back these gentle starches, let's keep in mind that we need to eat fresh garden foods as well. And the benefits are when you combine the resistant starch vegetables with the produce, the fresh produce, it keeps you full, not bloated. It calms those late night cravings. It supports your hormones. It encourages a good mood. It promotes steady energy, nourishes your gut health, and it helps you to sleep better. My friend, isn't it kind of exciting to know that you can enjoy carbs safely? Yes, really. God designed certain starches to nourish you in a certain way, and it's going to fill you up and even support your hormones. That means you don't have to fear your food. You can eat wisely and feel satisfied. So how do these safe starches work? And why do you want to eat them? Well, maybe you've shied away from potatoes and rice because you've heard they cause weight gain. But here's the difference. When they're prepared in a way to form the resistant starch, they actually help your body function better. So you take a potato and you boil it or you steam it. I like the red potatoes or the Yukon yellow. I like those boiled and steamed. And when you cook them and then you let it cool, that is how the resistant starch forms. And then you can reheat it if you want to, or you can make potato salad, right? Well, either way, it's going to keep you full longer. And it will even reduce those late night cravings. And just like the potatoes, when you cook and cool the rice or any type of a whole grain, when you cook it or when you steam it, let it cool and then reheat those grains, it will form the resistant starch. And the good news about this is that it doesn't spike your blood sugar. But if you just cook the potatoes, eat them hot, cook the rice and grains, you eat them hot, what happens is that you are getting a fast digesting carb, and that's how you gain the weight. So if you're doing it the way I'm sharing with you, cook it, cool it, and then reheat it if you want to, right? And then eat it. That way you know that you have transformed that carb into a resistant starch that can help you with your healthy weight goals. But you don't just want to think about your weight, right? It's about digestion and how to nourish your temple. Now, the God-given resistant starch foods go way beyond just potatoes and rice. You got lentils and beans, oats, whole grains, green bananas or plantains. And yes, while they may not taste sweet like the yellow bananas, but that's the point. Green bananas are rich in resistant starch, and they act like a prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria in your gut. They're soothing, easy on digestion, and they support serotonin, the calming, feel-good hormone. You know a lot about the lentils and the beans. They're fiber rich, they are plant-based protein, they balance the hormones, good for energy, good for blood sugar stability. They give you that fullness feeling without the bloating, and it helps you to stay mentally focused and calm. Perfect for those days when you want to feel strong, steady, and nourished from the inside out, right? So as you pray, give us this day our daily bread. Matthew 6:11. These whole food carbs were made by God with purpose. They don't crash your blood sugar, but instead they help you to stop obsessing about foods. They sustain the energy, calm your mind, and curb emotional eating. Yet somewhere along the way, we began to avoid them, thinking that that was the path to weight control. So we want to celebrate the foods that God made for us to bless our body, not to burden it. You can feel satisfied, peaceful, and beautifully nourished without the fear, my friend. And if this sounds good to you, well, let's get into some practical applications of eating the carbs without gaining weight and without the guilt. Okay? So when I talked about potatoes and rice, and you want to eat brown rice over the white rice because it has more nutrition, of course, you just want to boil and steam them. And then you cool them. And then if you want to, you can reheat them. This is going to increase the resistant starch and aid your digestion. All right? It keeps you feeling fuller and you feel good. You feel comforted. So try overnight oats with chia and cinnamon. This is a good way to get oats into your body, resistant starch that works naturally, right? Make a batch of lentil soup and just put some aside in the refrigerator. Or you can even freeze some, right? Cook your rice and potatoes ahead of time, cool them, and reheat them to eat later. You see how God's way is gentle. It's nourishing. It's peaceful. It's not driven by fear, but by freedom. If you're trying to lose weight and honor God in your body, just remember it's not about more rules. It's about renewing your mind and understanding how to nourish your temple. Romans 12:1 tells us to present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. So you can worship God in how you eat. You can trust Him to comfort you, and you can eat carbs without guilt. Now, if you need a little help getting started with this, then I invite you to download a gift that I have for you. 7 safe starches to feel full and break free from cravings. Download it today. Thank you for listening to 30 Pounds Down. If you like this episode, share it with your friends. And until next time, peace to you and have a great day.